back, trading the NASDAQ. Today, I am bullish. I will explain why. So if we go on the 4-hour time frame, obviously just displacing higher on the 4-hour time frame, delivering off that monthly gap, like I said at the beginning of the week, and now we're just displacing higher. Literally just displacing. It's just been straight displacement this week, pretty much. If we go on the 4-hour on ES, this 4-hour gap that we're on in, this 4-hour gap that we're in on NQ is inversed on ES. ES is also just distributing, as you can see. I do have this other discounted 4-hour marked out just because if we go to the 1-hour here, even though we are SMTing these lows right here, wow, we're just pumping pre-market. Even though we are SMTing these lows, it's not really off of anything. It's not off of a key level, but still, if price does want to remain bearish in the meantime, it's going to be to this 4-hour gap. So I do have this 4-hour gap marked out, but there is an SMT at these 1-hour lows. But if we move to the 15-minute, what I want to see at market open is I would like price on preferably both pairs to manipulate lower into these 15-minute gaps and get some sort of long higher. There was this other baby 15-minute gap with equal highs that I had marked out. But we hit a pre-market, and honestly, just this displacement, this is just noise to me. And then we have this other interior buy-side draw, as well as this, obviously, external buy-side draw. So what I want to see it open is price manipulate lower into this 15-minute gap and get some sort of long higher, continuing this bullish order flow. And ES does have this 1-hour gap. Only ES has it, but if I do get some sort of manipulation lower and some sort of long, just because it's a Friday and it is a 1-hour gap on ES, I could definitely see ES using this 1-hour gap to push lower. And we also have SMT at that high that is the 1-hour gap as of right now. So definitely going to keep in mind with that. We shall see. But just going to play reactive here today. I don't really see any short idea unless we literally just start dumping randomly. But we shall see what we get here. Market has opened. ES is inside that 15-minute gap, or that 1-hour gap, excuse me. Just displacing higher. Might just take all the draws without me. That sucks. For a second, I thought we were going to get a little nasty Judas action, but yes, is inside this 1-hour, which I don't really like. But if we want to resweep lower, wow, just take all my draws. Sure. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Well, we've taken all my external draws. That sucks for sure. We have these other buy-side draws up here, so and I could see a short off this internal high sweep SMTing. ES is inside of a 1-hour gap, but we're just so bullish that I'm not even remotely thinking of shorts. So I was right though. I knew we were gonna be bullish. Just sometimes you don't get that entry. We are just pumping. Like I said, this whole entire week has just been a straight distribution. Oh man, be like that, man. It be like that. How strong this 5-minute candle is. It's a Drake candle out of nowhere. What's weird is we didn't really have any pre-market manipulation. We literally just distributed off of open. We've had that at the beginning of the week where we did have pre-market manipulation, so it made sense for price just to go higher. But all we had was this high time frame SMT, like I said, and then we didn't pull back in anything. We pulled back into this 5-minute, but there's nothing pre-market. It's just been straight distribution. PO3 has been nothing to the downside, everything to the buy side. Oh, wow. We do have draws higher. It's just a matter of if we'll ever get a pullback. Could take this 4-minute, but I'm good. ES is in this 15-minute, but now we're targeting high resistance as well as an SMT. I can see us flipping bearish now. Just going to wait, see what 945 does, see how this candle closes, SMTing these highs. What up?
Is that what you wanted to see happen or no?
No, but
I wanted to see a short off the
short? No, I was not wanting shorts.
Yes, in a 1-hour. So we had a stop hunt, but we just didn't get any inverse, so I didn't take anything. Just fucking dumb.
Yeah, I didn't want shorts. I wanted longs, and then we just fucking ran all my draws. But it's still early in the session. I want to see how we react off this 3-minute if we pull back into it. Because if this 3-minute beats this 15-minute, to me, we're going to flip order flow bearish and probably go to this 4-hour on ES below us. But I don't know. It's my thinking. We have no structure built up is the thing. You might get a similar thing to my 2-minute the other day where we're just going to accumulate a little bit around this 15. I really just want to see how we react to this 15-minute. That's just good.
ES is blowing through it.
Which is good.
That was super obvious shorts for me today. We're going to get a short. We have an hourly above. We hit a new 1-hour gap with a little 1 30-second stop on. We just literally don't get a. There's a 15-second inverse, but I was like, I'm not taking a 15-second, and we literally just fucking don't. Gosh, I was debating on just taking it and being like, if there was an inverse, I'd be taking this. But
I really just want to see what.
All right, we'll let you do your thing.
Hell yeah, dog. Peace. Alrighty, we inverses 15-minute have flipped to bearish order flow. Took out all these highs, SMTing. We have this 4-hour gap still intact on ES below, and then we still have a lot of this slanted liquidity below us to target. Mainly this 1-hour sell side draw right here, and then this 4-hour gap, like I said, as well. But structure-wise, if yes, or ES is more than likely going to hit this 4-hour before we do. Or just run all my fucking draws, you asshole. Man. We'll see if we get a little 5-minute pullback action. Looks like we might open up a 15 at 10 a.m. But you know what? We're going to sit here and wait and be patient. Hopefully this 4-hour draw stays intact for a brother. Price doesn't need to go to this 5-minute, so I really wouldn't want to long off this 4-hour gap. All I can really hope for now is we do want to get a retrace into this 5-minute and then continue this bearish order flow to the final DOL, which is that 4-hour gap. That's all I could hope for here, realistically. And this 5-minute will turn into a 15-minute at 10 a.m. So just got to watch out for that. We did pull back into this 4-minute, and it looks like that 4 minutes going to be enough to push us to this 4-hour gap, which really sucks because I wanted to target the 4-hour. ES has already hit the 4-hour. Just don't really know what else I'd want to see now, to be honest. We're going to hit this 4-hour on NQ. Draws lower. There are still plenty of draws lower. Very overextended in this range. I don't know. You do get this 30-second CISD, but I'm not confident in this trade. It does play decent little mech model of this 5-minute. You'd be break even because ES just hit it. Alrighty, so didn't really see much before 10 a.m. We just distributed higher and then distributed lower, and then we didn't get any cons to this 4-hour gap. I'm just going to play reactive at 10 a.m. here, see what PO3 does, see what structure we develop. Don't really like this structure currently. Honestly, I would still want to continue this bearish trend that we've now created. I feel like up here is extremely high resistance, get some sort of rebalance to this 15-minute gap that we are going to open up, and then get some sort of short to lower. That's kind of the idea that I see in mind. But you're going to force anything. It is a Friday. I'm up on the week. Don't need to go into the weekend. Pissed off. The only sort of long I could see is resweep into this 4-hour with good structure. We are SMTing. Just not going to get your inversion is the issue here. Wick C, the 4-hour on ES. I would need to see a reaction right now. So we're just going to remain bearish. We're obviously just disrespecting this 4-hour gap. Probably not going to get anything, unfortunately, today. Doesn't look like we're going to get any entries or anything that's really valid that I like. Really sucks. Look at that fucking dumpage. Okay, we're not bullish anymore. We are very obviously bearish. Just going to run all this shit. We're just distributing. There's just no fucking pullbacks, bro. Oh, killing me. I mean, since AM high, we have literally dumped fucking 500 points. 550 point dump since that manipulation higher at 930. I see us at least continuing dumping until one of these pairs hits EQ at least at this range. You gotta think that the next draw here is this 4-hour gap, but when you have this big of a dump, it's probably just, I don't really know when it's going to stop. We're starting to stall out now. Hey, babies. Didn't go. Didn't reject off of EQ of anything. Literally have not hit anything. So, wow. AMD, but off of literally nothing. Off of just being premiumed. That's why this might play, but. What up?
Yeah, I'm off the charts, bro. You take the 15-second.
No, I faded it even if it was at 30 because ES edged EQ of its range. There was really no reason to displace at that point. This bitch is going to rip. I'm going to wait for some better structure to form possibly, but we shall see. I was looking for the bullish move. I wanted us to pull back into the 15-minute at open and then take a long towards all the slanted highs. It's just, to me, we have not really hit an objective other than the fact that we've dumped 500 points and we are overextended, I will say that. But still remaining bearish. I don't like this 30-minute candle. What I'm hoping to see at 10:30 is price manipulate into these 15-minute gaps and then just continue this this bearish narrative. Decent structure. 10:15 adds to liquidity first, pushes higher, and then 10:30 would push higher and then get some sort of short lower. I don't mind this side trade idea. I don't mind this. Structure is good. Got that PO3. I don't really see that this is high resistant just because we are in the middle of clearing out all this length of liquidity. Yes is kind of rejecting, but I don't know. We shall see. Immediately pushing up into that 15-minute on both pairs. Could get an SMT here like this. So I'm in this short resweep SMT that they're perfect. Alrighty. Resweep SMT 30-second inversion. It's a tight stop loss, but just where my fill is, I have to put it there. I'm just worried that my stop loss is too tight. That's the only thing. Kind of over risked here a little bit on accident. It's the wrong contract sizing. Don't like that. Hopefully we just push lower because, man. Resweep SMT, strong 30-second inversion. Hopefully we just clear out. Just targeting my 1-to-1 here. Damn, I'm gonna get smoked. If I get smoked, it's not a good loss because over risked on accident. It'll be my error. Wow. Sucks. Well, I don't know. I liked it. Resweep. Initial mitigation sweep. SMT. Strong 30-second inversion. My biggest problem here is I went in with the wrong contract sizing. Lost about 600 on that because I went in with about 2 contracts more than I wanted to. Honestly, I like the trade. I'm not bad about the loss. We already hit this 15-minute. Resweep in the 15-minute. SMT. Strong 30-second inversion. Length of liquidity leading lower. All I was going to take was my 1-to-1 to get my final win to get the payout, but that sucks. Pretty much break even on the week now. That sucks. But if you guys know this kind of content, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.